Hi and hello everyone. Good to see you again. I'm Joe. This time Joe wants to tell about a ghost legend of Japanese society known as TEKE TEKE. But before that, don't forget to subscribe, like and hit the notification button below. TEKE TEKE or TEKE TEKE is a famous ghost legend in Japan. It revolves around a girl who falls under a train track and has been crushed and split in two. She took a long time to die, and now her ghost is roaming around Japan, dragging the upper part of her body using her hands and nails. Every time she moved, she let out a teek teek sound. Her name comes from the sound she makes as she chases after her prey. She would run across the ground using her hands because all of her lower parts were gone, except for her upper body and arms, which were used to hunt her prey. TEKE TEKE chases his prey on a dark street. Despite not having legs, TEKE TEKE can run very fast, and so fast. She can even chase a victim who is speeding by car. When she catches them, something terrible will happen. In some variations of the story, the TEKE TEKE will carry a sickle. The sickle was used to slice its prey in half at the waist and steal their legs. TEKE TEKE is told originally was a girl named Chizo, who was constantly bullied by people around her. One day while being bullied, she had fallen onto a train track. As a result, her body was cut in half by a train that happened to pass through the tracks at the time. Because at that time the weather was extremely cold, it had caused her blood vessels to constrict and prevented her from bleeding quickly. Instead, she squirmed and asked for help for a few minutes. She crawled up to the train station and was said to have been spotted by an attendant. But what happened was, the station attendant just covered her with plastic. She eventually died slowly. A painful death. As a result, her spirit of revenge now haunts the streets and towns in Japan. There is a popular story about a boy who is coming back from his school at night on foot. As he went to a building block at the school, all of a sudden he heard a loud noise from the direction of a window on the block.
What was that?
He said in his heart. As he turned towards the window, he saw a beautiful girl, sitting by the window and leaning on her elbow. The girl was just staring at him. He wondered why she was there, since the school was a school for boys only. He tried to smile and waved at the girl as he said,
"What are you doing there?"
But what happened is, the girl jumped out of the window and revealed her bottom was gone. The boy was aware of the girl's condition and felt horrified and stunned for a moment. The girl walked towards him, clawed at the ground and ran with her elbows while making a teek 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 sound. The boy panicked. He tried to run, but he froze at the scene. Within seconds, the girl was on top of him and took out a sickle and cut the boy's body in half, making it one of hers. Like most ghost legends, there are so many versions of a story about TEKE TEKE that it is impossible to know which one is the original story or where it began. Each place has its own version with different stories. In some stories, TEKE TEKE is the victim of a tragic accident. And in another story, it was a suicide case. It is also said that in some stories, certain magic charms can protect you from her wrath. But some argue, nothing can protect you from it and you will surely die. In some versions, the victim of TEKE TEKE will becomes TEKE TEKE itself. Okay, that's the story of the ghost legend of the Japanese community known as TEKE TEKE. If you have a horror and mystical story that you want to share, you can email it to the email that appears on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment below. See you again in the upcoming video. Ta-ta.